We start by praising of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as all praise and thanks are in fact due to Him. We seek Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's help, His assistance in all our matters. We know that whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides, then none would be able to misguide them. Without further ado, I'll be presenting on the topic of a comprehensive analysis of the use of zakat on Islamic finance for poverty alleviation. This presentation explores how zakat, along with broader mechanism within Islamic finance, can be strategically utilized to reduce poverty, strengthen social welfare, and promote equitable economic development. Zakat provides a structured and Sharia-based way for redistributing wealth, ensuring support reaches those who need it most. Along with this, Islamic social finance tools such as microfinance and profit loss sharing, after ethical and interest-free financial inclusion in India, poverty is multidimensional. It affects income, health, education, housing, and even access to basic financial services. Because of this, solution must go beyond simple cash transfers. Zakat management in India is mostly community-based and decentralized, which gives flexibility but also leads to fragmentation and weak governance structures. Strengthening governance and linking zakat with broader development programs can create long-term livelihood opportunities rather than only providing temporary relief. In the literature, we see that the foundation of zakat governance go all the way back to classical scholars of the Islamic Golden Age, such as Imam Yusuf in his book Kitab al-Kharaj, and Mawardi in his book Al-Hakam al-Sultaniya, described zakat not only as a religious duty but also as a key instrument of state financial policy. And Ibn Khaldun later emphasized justice, taxations, and public finance as crucial social stability and poverty reduction. Modern Islamic economists expanded these ideas after post-colonialism in India, like Maulana Hifzur Rahman Siwarvi, Manazir Hasan Gilani, Abul Ala Maududi, and Taqi Usmani argued that zakat and Islamic finance together offer ethical, practical frameworks for reducing inequality and promoting welfare. Empirical studies from Malaysia and Indonesia, actually these two countries, they have good data. Even their effectiveness more than 94%. They have Basnas and Lambaga Zakat Selangor. And they are a role model. Inshallah, it will come. When supported by strong governance, technology, and transparency, significantly improves health, income, and education outcomes. Research also highlights that productive distribution, such as micro enterprises support, is more impactful than consumptive aid. Finally, recent work suggests integrating zakat with Islamic microfinance and even waqf to create coordinated sustainable poverty alleviation models. Now, Islamic microfinance and financial inclusion. This slide focuses on how Islamic microfinance contribute to financial inclusion. Islamic microfinance offer interest-free and fully Sharia compliant financial products such as murabaha, mudaraba, and qard al-hasan. These instruments provide the ethical alternative for individuals who avoid conventional interest-based loans, allowing them to access capital without falling into debt traps. Empirical evidences from Bangladesh, Indonesia, Nigeria, and even India shows that Islamic microfinance significantly improves income, strengthens livelihood, and enhances social dignity. Effectiveness of zakat collection and distribution. Now, moving to the Indian context. India has a large Muslim population that remains financially excluded mainly because of many avoid interest-based products. Islamic microfinance and waqf-based financing offer culturally acceptable and Sharia-compliant channel to support micro-enterprises, rural development, education, and community infrastructure. Islamic finance help reduce poverty in three key ways. First, bring faith-constrained household into the formal financial system. Second, promotes risk sharing and real estate financing through instruments like Murabaha, Musharaka, as we mentioned, and Ijara, which help build sustainable livelihood. And the third, It creates strong social finance linkage through zakat, waqf and fard al-hasan, which function as safety nets for vulnerable household. However, despite strong community demand and even judicial support in a state like Kerala, India's regulatory and banking framework still restricts full-scale Islamic banking. And now critical perspective and challenges. This effectiveness of zakat collection and distribution really depends on the quality of governance. Research across countries shows huge variation, and the strongest reason come from place with clear regulation, transparency and a strong administrative system. Malaysia and Indonesia offer good examples. Central zakat agencies there achieve over 90% effectiveness because they use standardized procedures, digitalized payment system and proactive outreach. In contrast, a smaller local unit like campus or community level zakat counters often face optional gaps. Even in well-structured system, deeper issue persist. For example, a study from Indonesia shows that only 90% of long-term distribution outcomes can be explained by current management practices, meaning structural and behavioral challenges still limit impact. Now critical perspective and conclusion. In summary, Islamic social finance provides as a strong ethical and practical framework for tackling multidimensional poverty. Evidence from countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, Nigeria, even Morocco, and some of the Arab countries such as Bahrain, Kuwait and Saudi Arabia, Emirat shows that good governance and digital system greatly enhance zakat and waqf outcomes. In India, however, fragmented institution and low awareness still limit their full potential. Moving forward, pilot reforms such as Islamic finance windows, regulated microfinance and better integration of zakat, waqf and social programs can help build evidence-based models. Ultimately, stronger regulation, technology adoption and coordinated governance are key to making Islamic social finance a meaningful contributor to inclusive economic growth. And I would like to acknowledge my supervisor for his valuable guidance, committee members and the university for providing infrastructural support throughout the research. Jazakallah khair.